So I just did a little math and calculated all of the expenses and all the things I bought before getting this bag. And I was shocked. Today, I am going to be sharing exclusively with you how much I spent before getting this beautiful Kelly Mini II in Rose Sakura. I did calculations and calculated everything I purchased before getting this bag offer. It's not really a bag offer per se because I've shared in my picking up the bag video how I got this bag. It was pretty much a surprise. My husband arranged it with our essay, which I was super grateful for. I was not ready to see this bag lying in the box there, but I'm super glad it is this one. I think it is really important to acknowledge that sometimes luck and the goodwill from your essay have to both be on your side before you can score one of your dream wish list item. And I had mentioned I have not even thought about getting this particular color after knowing how popular Rose Sakura is, and I've never even seen one. I just know the name Rose Sakura and I just know it's hard to get, but I have not really thought about me potentially being able to own one of these pieces. And I took a really good look at this bag for a few minutes before I could even realize what just happened. And obviously I was really happy and I felt really lucky to be offered this bag, but it came at a price. I mean it literally. If you have been following me on my Hermès journey, you know that I could not travel and I didn't get any of my quota bags by going into a store and cheering up the essay or go to FSH and got an appointment to acquire one of these bags. I literally have been building my profile and selecting things to buy from the brand and slowly build up to the bag offer moment. So this is not one of those stories where I get to share where I got super lucky that I just walked into a store and I hit up with the essay who I got along really well and I sweet talked them and just got the bag. So this bag did come at a price, and I mean it in literal price point. In recent videos, I see that a lot of them have traveled abroad to France, the FSH store, and they have walked out with two Kellys, Kelly 25 or in the very desired size, but I've never seen anybody who talked about walking out of the store with Kelly 20, and the truth is they don't just offer bags like that, which makes me really appreciate this particular piece. And honestly, there's no shortcut. You know, these bags are made in very, very low quantity, and I didn't just get lucky. I didn't just hit it off with my essay and got this bag offered. So if you want to believe some of the stories that are shared in other people's story, which is getting lucky, I suggest that you try it yourself. If you are looking to get a Kelly Mini in any color, I do believe that you do need to have an extensive purchase history with the brand and be consistent with your essay in terms of what you desire. There are individuals at the end of the day. It's important to keep up a good relationship with whoever you're working with in the store and also be genuine, letting them know what your real wish list item is, and also be understanding, because a lot of times it takes certain elements to kind of smash together in order for one thing to happen. So a lot of times it is about timing, it is about whether or not the availability is there, and also your spending. Unfortunately, it is so true that in order to get super hard to get bags like this, you do need to have an established spending because it is everybody's desired piece. So why should they choose you to have it? Most importantly, make sure that they remember you, because if your desired bag were to come through and there's only one, you do want to be the person that come across their mind so they can try to get it for you. I know it sounds very basic and simple, but these are the things that really helped me build my case. I wanted a Kelly 25 or smaller, but I didn't initially get this one on my list just because I know how long it is going to take to get this one. And a lot of times it's not just about what you want, it is also about the weight and also letting your essay know what you desire. After I did the unboxing, I have chatted with several people in the community, and thank you for you guys to providing me some of the information, because they emphasized on how lucky I am to be getting this particular color combo, because Rose Sakura is a very highly desired color. And even my essay, when I first mentioned about getting a Rose Sakura anything, the reaction was just, you know, there's a long wait, or do you have any other options? From what my essay has communicated, whenever a really hard to get item or popular item comes into the store, for example, those rodeo horses or some of the other items, they do have a lottery system or a raffle system where essays will have to take a draw and see who is the lucky person that gets to have this offer. The supply of leather goods are extremely low this year due to the pandemic. I do think if you want to get a desired handbag, patience is really the key, because it does take some time before the store receive the shipment and then also distribute it amongst their salesperson. So it is important to stay on top of your wish list and also set that reminder and be firm with what you want. If you give a person 5 items, you know, maybe one of them comes through and the essay will think about the other person who repeatedly telling him or her that I want this bag over you. If you know what you want, it's really important to kind of stay with your story and tell your essay, this is exactly what I would like. So the next time around, when your desired piece arrives in the store, boom, there goes, you pop up in your essay's head, and then maybe you will get offered the bag. Everybody's journey is slightly different. There's no one case for all. Besides, you have to spend your way to build your profile and then offered bags. For me personally, out of the other videos I watched on YouTube, I saw one of the YouTuber, I think her name is something Lenore, a very brief story about her journey, as it is time frame wise somewhat similar to mine. She started her journey about a year ago, similar to me, and then her first offer was after like her second visit. She had been offered, I think, a Birkin 30, and then several months later, she received her first SO order of the year, which is almost unheard of. But I'm sure it happens because she's the one that went into the store and did an SO, which it was a beautiful bag, by the way. If you're watching, congratulations. And for me, I have shared my journey started somewhere around November last year, and I received my first quota bag offer around April, right before my birthday. It was also a surprise arrangement, but I knew that I wanted to get a Birkin 25 as my first quota bag, because I had the privilege to try 30 and 25, and I've decided on that 25 is just the perfect size for me personally, but 30 is also great, and maybe I'll go for 30 later. But as a result, I chose the 25, and then the second quota bag, I was really thinking, you know, it could be a smaller size Kelly, either a Kelly 25 or something around that realm. I wasn't keen on the 28, even though it looked good on my build. I am about 5'6", 28 looks fine, but 25 would have been the ideal size I was going after, without knowing that I could be offered a Kelly 20. The luck factor comes into place because let me break it down for you. Before you could even receive a bag offer like this, first of all, the bag in your desired color has to be received by your boutique. And secondly, it gets kind of raffled off by whichever lucky essay who picked that number out of all of their colleagues that work together and their clients who wish for this bag. And then your essay has to think about, okay, let me kind of review your purchase history and to see if you're ready for this. And from what I understood before my bag offer, my understanding was that for a Kelly Mini, there's usually a very long wait list because they produce very few of these bags, especially, you know, if you know you want this bag and then you have a very particular color that you're going after, it is almost like conceiving a child, or sometimes longer than that. So you have to wait for that bag to be made, and then it comes into your store, and then your SA has to remember you're the client that won the bag and also win the lottery out of the other colleagues that request for this bag, and then it could potentially become yours. So I think this is really lucky of me that I didn't really wait too long for Kelly Mini II, and the fact that it being my first Kelly bag and it was offered within my first year spending with the company, I felt really lucky, and I'm super thankful to my SA who made this happen. So in general, this bag has a longer waiting period, and also it is more likely to be offered to clients who have been more established within the brands, with the boutique, with the SA. So usually after maybe 2 years, 3 years, it's more likely that your SA is willing to voucher for you in the store and get this bag for you. So that is kind of like the standard process. But like I said, if I were to compare my journey to other people who have received their first SO order in the first year, that is another super bonus. So I am definitely not there yet, but I'm super happy to have both of my quota bags kind of scored this year. A Birkin 25 in Cray, rose gold, and then my little cutie mini Kelly II in rose Sakura over here. Now let's get into some numbers. Price for this bag is now $8,550 US, and it is a Z stamped bag. So it is manufactured and produced 2021. I would say the spending ratio is around 1 to 2 plus a little bit. I did my math and it is around there. From when I begin to make purchases towards getting the second quota bag, I have always picked items that I like. I was pretty transparent in my first unboxing video. I did a huge Hermès haul, and that is a little bit over my first quota bag mark, where things are still slowly coming in, as everything you want sometimes takes a little bit long to get. So I did purchase everything around the universe of Hermès besides maybe a horse saddle. Speaking of horse saddle, I don't think it's one of the items I'll need unless I have a horse. And also there's a video that I made where I talk about things I absolutely would not be buying from Hermès. Make sure to check it out if you're interested. I didn't just get lucky and got the bag. I literally have been very consistent and committed to my Hermès journey. Therefore, sometimes you do get lucky, but also it's because you worked towards it. So I did purchase home goods. I purchased, shoes, jewelry, beauty around the universe of Hermès. And I honestly was very happy because everything I picked out are things that I genuinely like and will be using. So yeah, that is our little secret. I'm counting on you to keep that secret between you and me. I have to emphasize, everyone's journey is different. I would not suggest that you look at my videos today and expect or push your SA to give you bags, because a lot of times I think they're under pressure as well. You have to build a trust and transparent relationship with your SA so that they know very clearly what you want, and then they will try their best to get the bag for you. And obviously you have to then work with your SA and be that client that is willing to invest upfront to get the prize bags. So that is all I wanted to say about how I got my mini Kelly II. I did touch a lot of areas and I tried my best to cover all of it. If you have any other questions, please leave them in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching today's video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.
It's time.